Hey everyone, it's Ruder bringing you another League of Legends commentary. This time I'm going to be playing Nidalee the Bestial Huntress. Nidalee is one of my favorite champions in League of Legends because of her almost an infinite skill cap. She's only as good as you make her though, so do keep in mind if you're unfamiliar with her, don't expect perfect results. Practice with her and get better. If you haven't seen my guide, it's one of my more popular videos. I'll put a link in the description below, and you can see my exact mindset and how I do things on this champion. It is April the 5th right now, and that guide is just as relevant as it ever has been. Here we go, I'm in middle lane against Trist, and it's been pretty even. We've been just going for our last hits, not a whole lot of harassment, but we do see the first attempt at a gank here. Shaco comes out of the bottom, I flash as soon as Trist tries to leap on top of me, and I take very little damage. My first base happens at 13 minutes and 10 seconds. I have farmed up 3k gold, and I'm going to go back and pick up my Ginsu's Rage Blade, a Mana Crystal, and basic boots. The Mana Crystal obviously going into the Sheen, but thus far in the game it's been pretty slow. So even though I'm 0-0-0, I did have 102 CS, which makes my laning phase very successful. Even though there's not a whole lot of ganking and teamfights going on, if you can extend that laning phase and get your better items before those teamfights starts, the better off you're going to be as a Nidalee. So as I make my way bottom trying to help out this team fight, I see that Sion's not going to probably catch Shaco, but he is going to be in trouble. I give him a heal and I get one spear in the bush blindly and actually hitting Olaf. I leap to him, we finish him off, and I start working on Malphite. This Ginsu's Rage Blade is definitely paying for itself right here. I keep the 8 stack, I get one more Javelin, and we do get the double. So as soon as we get those two down, Triss comes over the wall trying to exhaust me and go for a kill. She did farm up her BF while I got my Ginsu, so I realized she hits like a truck. I thought we were going to need to run, but Sion's actually doing plenty of harassment with his auto attacks. At this point, I know that since she was my laning opponent, we could push this bottom tower without having any fear of me having to get back to middle to cover that. So I go ahead and heal myself back up to full. I miss a standstill javelin because I'm so good at this game. I leap, I swipe, and I take one takedown and I take her out. Nidalee's fantastic at going for tower dives, for overextending, for being in those places she shouldn't be, but do know that she does have her limits, and that's why I say you need to practice this character. You're not going to pull stuff off like that unless you had, Sion there to protect me. If I tried to dive by myself, she probably would have got her E on me, and I wouldn't be able to heal up, and it wouldn't have been a good situation. So you need to know when you can do things and when you can't. Just practice, practice, practice. While I work on this red buff in our jungle, I looked at top tower to see if I can actually help out Jarvan. Akali's got him pushed all the way back to his tower and actually losing experience in last hits. Sion's coming in, and as soon as we see Shaco because of that perfectly placed ward, I ping heavily knowing that he's coming towards my red. I get one pounce, one swipe, and one auto attack, meaning he's slowed, a blind spear into the bush hoping he's there, and sure enough he was. Sion gets the stun and pops his shield, and it's an easy kill. So here Jarvan actually had the right mindset, making sure that Malphite didn't get away, but instead caused a problem for Sion and I because we had to walk all the way around the barrier. We did get a slow on top of Akali because of Nasus, so we know that she's close, and instead of going towards her tower, she went into the river. I miss a Javelin thinking she'll juke right, and I try to stay on top of her as best I can. I shift out, one more Javelin plus an auto attack does land me my 4th kill for the game. We're looking to Malphite to see if we can get a kill there, but it doesn't look like it's a sure thing. There's no reason to risk it when we could easily just try to push this tower. So as we're working on this top tower, we probably could have got it, but as soon as the opposing team showed up, I feel we should have backed out and taken our advantage of 10-4. Instead, Jarvan was completely committed with Akali missing on the map. As soon as she shows up, she Rs to him and actually two-shots Jarvan, and takes our lead from 10-4 to 10-5. I start using the brush to my advantage, trying to rush back to her tower, knowing she's only got 2 charges left. There was one, and then there's the 3rd R charge to actually get to me. I get to the brush, Sion gets a pretty nice stun, and I make it to the tower. So here I have no idea why I thought this was so safe. It's 2v2 plus a tower in my mind. I'm thinking Malphite Akali versus Sion Nidalee. As soon as Akali goes for Sion, I'm just going to heal him, he'll shield, we'll be fine. I keep landing spears on Malphite, and we're kind of baiting, but then Shaco hops the wall, and they go ahead and take down Sion. Malphite ults us, and then Triss comes over the wall, ults me plus an E against the opposing wall of the lane, and I actually just drop like a rock, giving me my first death of the game and putting our score at 10-7, so it's a lot closer. After I rezzed, I made my way back to middle lane, trying to farm up the rest of my Lich Bane. I do see Akali coming from bottom river, so I ghost and I start leaping towards Sion, thinking he'll protect me. I make it there, and he does get a nice stun on Akali. I shift out, throw a spear, and get a few auto attacks, but then Olaf and Tristana did follow. I make my way up to the reeds, trying to get through the grass, trying to move a little bit faster, and Sion's just getting worked. He's being slowed by Tristana the entire time. Aurelia ghosted in, got a slow and a few good hits on Tristana, and I finish off Olaf. So at this point I'm thinking, Akali and Tristana are low, I can catch him. I flash and I leap, and for some reason I didn't make it over that wall, and I wasn't able to actually catch Akali before she was able to shroud by the safety of her tower. I start making my way back towards the river. I go through the reeds, and I'm thinking maybe I'll catch one of them that's overconfident. I find Shaco, Triss leaps the wall, and they start working on me again. Aurelia moves in, Malphite ults right on top of me, Triss ults someone else on my team, I leap away, and I'm trying to heal myself, and I do see Shaco is right on me. So I heal myself, I shift back into Cougar, I keep leaping, and I think I'm going to make it to the tower in safety, and then I see his ghost. Right here I shifted out, and I tried to hope for another heal and a nice spear, but instead he deceived behind me, got the insta-crit, and actually did get the kill. So really good play, Shaco. That was using your advantages. Really bad play by me. That's 2 plays in a row, just poor hindsight. They always say it's 2020, and it totally is. I shouldn't have shifted. I should have just sat there, kept leaping from him, make him come closer, and then maybe get a takedown, because the lower health he is, the more damage it does. So here we do see the team fight erupting on the right side. Jarvan goes ahead and ults on top of Olaf and Malphite. I get a few auto attacks in human form because I can't really cross that barrier. I do kill Olaf with that. I shift into Cougar, do a little damage, flash back up, heal myself, trying to get away from the carry. Triss sees the fight's not going down her direction. She hops the wall. I get the kill on Shaco, and we're sitting pretty. We're sitting 4 versus 2 on this tower. I could probably get a couple max link spears, heal myself up, and go tower dive that. I'm thinking that Sion and Jarvan are surely going to base. There's no reason they would ever go for the tower dive. And then there goes Sion. Really bad call. Sion starts running between both towers, taking double tower damage, and actually doesn't do any damage at all to Akali. I see Jarvan follow it. I swear to God it's like lemmings. I jump in there, I swipe, I shift to human, and I get some auto attacks. The ignite probably did help me, so thank you very much. Auto attacks in human form on Triss before I shift to Cougar, jump, and get a takedown and take her out for the second double kill. That's really good news for our team, because that means we can get this tower. So again, it's just knowing your limits on any character you're playing. If you think you're tanky, that's great, but do keep in mind that you don't need to be making bad decisions against people that farmed up a BF sword in the first 13 minutes. Malphite goes ahead and ults me. They think they're going to take me down. I leap away. He has the ignite on me, so I don't want to burn too much in the way of heal, but it looks like I might just have to. I heal myself a little bit, and I think I'm just going to auto-attack in human to get away from Olaf and keep him slow the entire time. He blows his ult. I throw a spear back. I heal myself. I jump onto him, and I take him out with takedown. Don't chase a Nidalee, especially with red. Come on, Broloff. So then my next base back, I actually finish off a Lich Bane and purchase an entire GA. That is like the best feeling in the entire world. It's so nice to have that much money laying around in this game. So after purchasing the GA, I'm pretty confident in my ability to get away from almost anything. Malphite ults on top of Jarvan and I'm running. Akali comes in and Shaco comes in for more slow, and at this point I think I'm going to get away. There's no problem. As long as Jarvan doesn't ult right on top of me and trap everybody on top of me, I will get away, and even if they do kill me, my GA will be up. Regardless, I died, I flash, I make it to the reeds, I pop Ghost, and I shift to Cougar as fast as I can. I did throw a blind spear in there, and I got a Kali. Sorry for the chaos, for all of you doing the work, I do apologize. But this is deja vu, Shaco chasing me in the exact same location as earlier. This time, though, he backs, they ended up losing the team fight. I'm going to go pick up blue while they go ahead and push this tower. All in all, pretty good trade. Jarvan was just trying to help. I realized that there was no malintent there, so please, 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 Jarvans, be careful, especially with Nidalee's on your team. We have escapes, but they have to be very well timed and over very thin walls. So, yeah, be careful. Here I am, middle lane. I don't have GA anymore, which is such a bummer. And Akali comes for me, which is fine. I can take Akali, I can get away from her. And then Olaf shows up, and Shaco comes, and then Malphite comes, and I'm not getting away from this one this time. I was too overextended. I didn't have my cooldowns. I was about a minute and a half away from Flash and Ghost. So, overextended, I got punished. I'm 11-3. I need to learn my lesson. I've died a few too many times for bad calls. I need to just stick with my group. Even though I did die from that earlier overextension, my team, only 3 of them, not even Nasus, so it would have been 3v5, decided it was a good time to go ahead and start doing Baron. They realize they're overextended and that they're going to be in a lot of trouble. Aurelia gets away, Sion gets bursted, tries to flash out, can't make it. Jarvan heads back towards middle lane. I don't think I'm going to be able to save him. I'm not going to Ghost to get up there and give him a heal. I'm not going to waste my cooldown on that. He ults on top of the group, he pulls himself through, I do a max range spear and I get a heal on him. I tried my best to help him, nothing more I could have done, and that is one downfall of Nidalee. She doesn't have any... She's kind of supportive, she's kind of bursty, she's kind of AP, she's kind of hybrid, she's kind of a little bit of everything, and she does excel at these 1v1 team fights and stuff like, or 1v1s, but team fights can be her biggest drawback. She doesn't have any save you buttons. She's got just a heal and can drop traps, and she can, do her auto attack thing. I mean, she's a great champion. Don't misinterpret what I'm saying as that she's bad. She's a very good champion. She just brings very little to a massive AoE team fight, or brings very little to actually support one individual being chased by 5. So here we go, we do have a team fight erupting down by Dragon. We did end up getting the Broloff down. Tristana is right in the middle. I'm trying to get her. I throw some auto attacks on her. She's ignited. She dies. We continue on to it. I shift into Cougar. I flash, and I try to pounce onto Malphite, trying to cut him off. And I do end up getting a little bit more damage on Malphite, and that ends up sealing us the ability to go pick up Baron for free at this point. It was 5v2 because of the kills, and it was a lot safer. So 11-3-16 is my record at this time. It's 24-17. So although it's not a dominating lead for our team, we do have a lot of forward momentum at this point. We do get caught at this tower. Malphite ults on top of us, Tristana ults another member of our team, and they all start dying one by one. I try to throw in heals as best I can, and I'm throwing spears as best I can, but I realize that, again, this is one of those team fights where there's just too much going on, and I can't actually pick off one of their weaker opponents. I try to maybe grab one over here. I see Akali might come after me, and I would like to 1v1 Akali, that'd be great, but I do see the rest are coming quickly. So I start working on Akali, I shift to Cougar, and I start hopping away, trying to get distance from her. Triss goes ahead and blows Ghost, and I keep hopping. This is a really long chase. There's only 4 of them on me, but I am able to use these reads. I do have GA, so I'm thinking if I can just get to the tower, I'm going to be fine. And as I'm running towards the base, I see Jarvan is so low. I'm like, oh, gotta heal him. I tried to give him a heal, but he went ahead and ulted back towards, and it got me a little bit overextended towards Tristana away from my tower. I die right on the tower, and they do realize that if they just blow everything they've got on me, as soon as I come up, I'm going to die. I probably should not have helped Jarvan. We probably should not have been there on that tower in the first place. There's a lot of, hindsight. I shouldn't have done this. We shouldn't have done that. It doesn't really matter. We did the best we could. We did lose the team fight, and it is a lot closer, 24-22. But here we go. We've got Aurelia and Sion coming in like a freight train. Sion gets the stun on Trist. He pops his bubble, and Aurelia jumps in there and takes her out. Aurelia's ultimate. She ults and takes out everybody. Sion gets one more auto attack. Aurelia's chasing down Akali here. She gets one Q to her, gets a slow with her E, and starts working her down with auto attacks. As soon as Akali realizes she can't get away, she tries to throw down her shroud and can't actually do it. She actually does die to Aurelia there. So they chased us really, really far. They went a really, really great distance to try to get us down. They did accomplish their goal, so I can't really bash them for it. So I see Trist is behind here. Nasus gets a slow on her. I jump on her as fast as I can. Jarvan ulted the rest of the team, so they couldn't get to help her. Olaf is working on Nasus here. I switch to Olaf, and I take him out right there with a pounce, and then I shift back in, and I am working on this tower. I realize that we've only killed 2 of them, but we do have plenty of people here at full health, or I can heal them to full health. We can start working on this tower. Aurelia does see that I got that spear on Shaco, and she's going to go for it. I really want him. I blue Ghost. He was talking shit on me earlier, so I really want to kill this kid. I flash. I do 1 cleave. I do 1 execute. I throw a spear as soon as he splits, and I get the kill. Take down the Shaco, and it's a free tower. That puts me at 14-4-6, and we've got a little bit more momentum, 31-23. We're doing good. Aurelia comes in. She's a little cautious just because of her health bar, but I can take care of that in just a second. Boom, I think. There it is. 600 heal. That's no tiny heal at this point. With a lot of AP, you can definitely get it up. I go ahead and just tank this tower. I'm just going to heal myself as soon as I'm done with it. Plus, for the attack speed, it's going to be great for taking out the inhibitor. So that was a big swing there in the jungle. They got a little greedy, I guess you could say, going for us there in the jungle. And I'll be honest, Jarvan totally made up for his earlier mistake on trapping me by trapping 4 of the opponents in one location while we took down their carry. And the entire team fight could have gone the entire other direction if we had not been able to get down Tristana as quickly and as effectively as we had. So now we're in that final stage of the game where both teams are just going to be poking at each other. We're going to be looking for an opportunity to either kill a champion or one of their turrets, because either one's basically going to seal the win for us, make it a 4v5. If we can get the kill. Nasus is in top lane. He's pushing that down. He's hopefully going to get that tower. We're doing kind of a dual push here. They can't really ignore us, otherwise we're going to get this tower. So they've got most of them here. They didn't send Olaf top to try to defend against that. Middle lane inhibitor went ahead and respawned, so I'm going to go ahead and take that out. We do see Sion is trying to get some harassment there on Tristana. I flash away from the Shaco and the Malphite trying to open on me. I'd just rather not get caught. You do want to be kind of cautious in this situation because it is 44 minutes in the game, and at this point, if you do mess up and you do get ace, they could push all the way back into your base. So we do see Nasus took out Olaf, and I get some auto attacks on Tristana and take her out. I really want this Akali. I know she's really squishy, but she is underneath the tower. I heal myself to full, and I go ahead and shift into Cougar. I hop onto her, get a cleave and a takedown, and take her out right underneath the tower, and that will be the opening we needed. We needed to make sure we got Olaf down. We needed to make sure we got Akali. Everyone else will just fall like it's a joke. This does actually conclude the game, so thank you very much everyone for watching. If you did like the video, go ahead and click that like thumbs up for me. I really appreciate it. And if you're not a subscriber and you'd like to see more of these videos, go ahead and click that subscribe button. That'd be awesome. This is Fruta. Hopefully I'll see you out there.